Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Hear ye, test lean when you see me. Kick back, detach, and scratch. Relax your mind, let your alcohol free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP? Yeah, you know me. Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockey's what we broadcast. Dial to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, Lab Mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then an issue. Just make dua to Allah that he fix you. Whomever he guides, none can lead us straight. But if he don't, there's no way. Not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Hear ye, test lean when you see me. Kick back, detach, and scratch. Relax your mind, let your alcohol free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP? Yeah, you know me. Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockey's what we broadcast. Dial to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, Lab Mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then an issue. Just make dua to Allah that he fix you. Whomever he guides, none can lead us straight. But if he don't, there's no way. Not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Hear ye, test lean when you see me. Kick back, detach, and scratch. Relax your mind, let your alcohol free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP? Yeah, you know me. Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockey's what we broadcast. Dial to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, Lab Mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then an issue. Just make dua to Allah that he fix you. Whomever he guides, none can lead us straight. But if he don't, there's no way. Not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Get in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Hear ye, Taslim when you see me. Kick back, detach, and scratch. Relax your mind, let your akal free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP? Yeah, you know me. Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast. The hock is what we broadcast. Dawa to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, lab mushkilab, my treat. Cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah, I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then an issue. Just make dua to Allah that He fix you. Whomever He guides, none can lead us straight. But if He don't, there's no way. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise.
All right. Good morning.
Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, where we seek to cure the kufr infected by injecting the Islamic perspective. Sabah khair. Good morning.
Sabah al-khair.
Sabah al-khair. Sabah al-khair?
Sabah al-khair.
Sabah al-khair.
Right, Hamza?
In Morocco, we say Sabah al-khair. We don't do Sabah al-khair.
No. That's fake.
No. I am from Morocco.
Whatever, man.
I never knew.
I never knew.
Yeah, East Terrace. It's a city. No.
Okay.
So anyway, we have with us again
Yes.
our technical producer, director, Bengali import, Amoo Yusuf.
Yes.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
And the story goes, we found him barefoot walking down the
You
streets
repeat the
of
same
Bangladesh.
story over and over, like so it can sink on people's minds. So
He didn't have shoes, we
never
gave him
forget it.
shoes.
You never told me that story about you.
He didn't have
sorry.
shoes, we gave him shoes. Very, very ungrateful.
Yes.
Very, very, very.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
And our guest today, Amoo Wilfredo.
Can we call him Amoo? I mean, he's like a young lad.
He is Yani Amoo.
Yeah, Amoo. Okay, he's
I'll
yeah.
take that.
Anybody
Yeah.
that comes on the show has to be Amoo.
Yo, if it's a
It's
little
a
kid
term
like,
of endearment.
oh,
Yeah.
AKA Blackity Black, right?
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, don't forget the shout out though. Quickly.
No shout out.
Yeah.
All right, right now?
Yeah, we have to.
We're going to shoot him twice.
Yes.
Let's shoot him twice. Okay. Our shout out is to brother Hamza.
Yeah.
Bamaga.
Bamaga, right?
Bamaga?
Bamaga Studio.
Bamaga Studios. It's a YouTube channel with Quranic recitation and nasiha reminders. Okay? So go to that YouTube channel. And in case you forget, we'll mention it again before the end of the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bamaga Studios, mashallah.
Yes.
YouTube. Go to YouTube. Check it out.
I forgot the one thing. I can't even speak English. I forgot the one thing. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're making fun of it too.
He's faking an accent. He's really black.
Yeah, I am. Yo, my name is Tyrone. By the way, we gotta put the disclaimer.
Yeah. We got a disclaimer.
Yeah, we gotta disclaim.
Yeah.
Gotta put
we
the
got
disclaimer.
a disclaim.
Disclaimer.
That's a bar. Disclaim.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
But-
like a disc.
You
This-
ought to write it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
All right. So disclaimer: the opinion of Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, is based on Islam. Okay. Our intentions are to be correct. However, we may not always be right. Others may differ in concepts, but these are ours.
Yeah.
He was doing all
Really
the
wow.
hand movement, but nobody could see it. He was doing all the gang language. He couldn't see.
I was really wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was
No,
like, wow.
Nobody could see. Hey, look what Dan the man.
Dandaman.
Hey, good morning, Dan.
Dandaman. One of our strongest supporters. And he knows martial arts.
Yes.
So,
You don't
Watch
want to
out.
mess with them.
yeah, don't trip.
Don't mess with Dan.
So, what's next?
The next thing is random. Random.
Random. Okay,
Yes.
random. $600 stimulus.
Did you get it?
I got mine, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
I've been walking pigeon-toed for the last couple of days.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
600,
Not
man?
bad. Yeah.
I mean, when has a black man seen $600 at one time?
When was the last time?
1990.
Wow.
1990, yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's
No,
crazy.
seriously though, $600 stimulus, man.
Yeah.
That's like a benevolent government.
But
I probably spent that much on taxes on Snickers for 2020.
right.
I'm starting my diet right now.
This guy, every time we go somewhere, he start a diet, like revolutionary.
Yeah.
Snitches get what?
Stitches? I don't get stitches. I get
all I gotta
band-aids.
say.
I get band-aids.
Band-aid.
I get
With
band-aids.
the little smiley faces
Band-aid.
on it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So just remember, everywhere we go, he renews
Bruh.
his diet like the new year.
Yeah.
At least I'm on a diet.
Yeah, I know, for like a few minutes. But anyway,
It's,
Effort.
$600.
$600
How did you feel?
stimulus.
How did you feel when you got it?
I was brokety broke. Bruh, I couldn't even afford a $40 model. I couldn't even afford a dowry.
Wow.
And I was, we were traveling here, right?
Yeah.
To do the podcast, right? At Bamaga Studios, right? New setup, everything. We don't have money. He has money. Okay?
Hamza, can you hear us?
May Allah give him more money. Okay, so
We're getting comment that the volume is low.
the volume is low, subhanAllah.
Yeah.
Banging my ears.
It's banging your ears. It says a banging.
Your side actually more than him. So if you can move it a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
This way.
Because the main guy must have a better sound.
El turn up. El turn up.
El Turnip. So,
Translation?
El Turnip.
Okay,
So,
there you go.
brother and sister, if you can hear Amoo Yum Yum, please put number 1 in the comment section.
Inshallah. If
Yeah.
you can hear me.
Yeah, don't forget about me. I'm nobody.
Yeah, he was barefoot.
I am the barefoot one. Yes.
Okay.
What do you think?
I've seen you wear shoes occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Nice shoes. So, but honestly though, let's get
yeah,
serious
okay,
a little
okay.
bit. The so-called stimulus check.
Okay.
Why they call it stimulus? Because stimulate.
Well,
It's to help you in some way.
You want to pause,
Okay.
stimulate Walmart, and stimulate Target and the major, retailers.
Don't you think people should, specifically the Muslim, but let's say people in general, especially living in America? I mean, from this situation, doesn't this tell you that the politicians, the elite, don't care about you?
What they don't care because someone did the math. They said
Yeah.
$600 equals $1, something. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
for 365 days.
$1.74, I think. Something like that.
Yeah. So that's what we are. So they're saying because we shut down the country because of this and that.
Yeah.
Except for Walmart, Target, yada.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happens is they're saying that, hey, here's $1 something, and people might say, well, why are you looking out for handouts from the government?
Yeah.
Same people that file income tax.
Yeah.
You telling me the income tax you get back is what you gave in? No, it's not. No, it's not.
Right. That's a
What's
very
that?
good point.
It's.
That's a very good point. I'm not saying but to disagree. I'm agreeing with you when I say but. I'm trying to tell the people, the listeners, that the system really doesn't care because a lot of those millions and billions of money, for example, one of them went to Pakistan,
Yeah.
a Muslim country,
Yeah.
to promote feminist gender, whatever nonsense.
Exactly.
Gender studies.
Was it 10 million or was
Gender studies?
yeah?
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. So, okay. So, but you see where the money is going. The majority of the time, the money is not going to the people that need it.
And Kanye West and other people, they're getting money too.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't sell his raggedy shoe.
So I guess this is a way to kind of make them be quiet. Hey, we give you something so you can feel that it's working.
Yeah. And the thing about it, just not off subject, but off the subject.
Yeah.
The masjid was asking because the masjid that we attend mostly.
Yeah.
Has a $3,500 lease on a building that's near the place where we're building from scratch.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a $3,500 lease, and the brother's asking, can I get 15 brothers to give $200-300 a month dedicated, automatic withdrawal preferably, to keep the lease going at least. We have somebody else paying the lights and the water and stuff like that. So
Cooperation.
yeah, the brother was asking, and I started going back to the stimulus. If we got 35 people
Right.
minimum at the Jummah,
Yeah.
give 100 of that stimulus, right?
Correct.
A lot of these brothers don't need to be stimulated. Pause.
Allah knew you're gonna go there, man.
I'm just saying.
Look, it's too early in the morning right now,
Okay.
and it's
Okay.
cold. Not
cold.
that cold, but
It's cold. It's actually, I got this on for fashion.
you look good. You
It's
look
hot,
good.
man.
Be
It's
honest
hot in
with you.
here.
You look good, actually. I know it's hot. but
It's fashion.
You look
It's
good.
fashion.
You look good.
El fashion.
El fashion.
Translation?
But el fashion.
there
but
we
for
go.
those people also don't remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in one of the ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي I'm sorry, astaghfirullah. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. Right. So that means when you make taqwa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the door for you and will give you the risk. So what I'm trying to say, with this situation of the so-called, the pandemic and what's happening with the politics and whatnot, you need to figure out, find a skill, start your own thing, and you rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and earn, because Allah at the end of the day will provide it for you. Not even like in our business, sometimes we don't even rely on the client. The client can leave us. I can fire them. You can fire them. Why? Because we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us the risk.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
What's funny is this. If I'm down to my last money and someone needs, I give it. You know why?
Yeah.
Allah is the only one can give riba.
Of course.
Allah is the only one can give increase. As us as humans, we can't give or receive increase of riba.
Correct.
But Allah Ta'ala is the only one that gives increase. Yeah. So I say, let me invest.
SubhanAllah.
Now the church, the prosperity ministry would tell you, give to the church if you want to get back. You never get anything back.
Correct.
You never get anything back. But when you give to Allah Ta'ala, which means you are worshiping Allah by providing, sadaqah and things like that for His creation. Yeah. That's in need. Then alhamdulillah, Allah gives back, and it hasn't failed me yet.
Alhamdulillah.
I haven't missed a meal.
Yeah.
SubhanAllah. And I'm what's known as a trick, which is part of the discussion today.
Right. Because you're talking about this concept called like yaqeen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not the Yaqeen Institute, by the way. Yeah. Yaqeen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay.
Don't go there.
Just to clear it up.
Yeah, the Yaqeen Institute.
Matter of fact, let me.
What? No. Oh, astaghfirullah al-azim, man. That's like, I don't want to even go that shirk, kufr stuff, man.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. That's like, use the holy water on the possessions, right? Yeah.
The yani.
All right, but hey, man. What's the subject for what's poppin', man?
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
The main topic. Okay.
He's supposed to do that. What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
There we go. Sound effects.
Do it again.
What's poppin'?
There you go.
You saw me.
You gotta put oomph into it.
I push the button. Watch y'all.
What's poppin'?
See, it works.
Can I try?
What's poppin'?
Yeah, that's the wrong side.
You know why? You know why? Because I got the beta light. That's why. Okay, I got the beta light right there.
It's your favorite color.
Subject. Monogamy. The beta factor.
Whoa.
What I want to do, I want to separate. We might touch alpha, but let's separate that and let's use that for another occasion as a main focus. But for this one, we want to talk about mainly the beta factor of monogamy. Observation. I found two kinds of monogamous males. Mm-hmm. In my limited experience in life and my limited understanding, I found two. One is low libido. A male with low libido tends to try to lean toward monogamy and, try to influence everyone else and encourage everyone else to participate in monogamy. Okay. I'm going to add a third. See, I got two on my notes. I'm going to add a third. Number two is what I observed. Okay. Yeah. He can't find another woman. Only the woman he got tolerates him. So he can't find another woman. Okay. So now he's monogamous. Okay.
It's as good as it's going to get.
This is like,
that's about as good as it's going to get. The last one.
Yeah. Look at her. Yeah, there you go. The Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I don't like. Do we have anything? Do you have nothing? We have nothing?
Make a sound for this.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the last one, the third one is the pandering hypocrites.
Oh, yeah.
And I say hypocrites in the most respectful way.
Yeah.
You see how I did that? I kind of softened it.
Oh, yeah.
That's beta.
Ended on a good note.
Softening is actually beta.
Yeah, better behavior.
I apologize. Yeah. Okay, so what we have is that these pandering hypocrites, they say what the woman like. Yeah. They're always doing that. You know what? In their personal lives, the way they function, the way they live in life, they don't have a monogamous behavior or monogamous attitude or even monogamous speech, except when they're pandering to women to make them feel like something. Yeah. Now, I forgot the black dude. It's a black dude. He loves to pander to women. There was a podcast, husband and wife. Yeah. Kufar, right? Okay. And he was saying, you forced me into monogamous.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
You forced me into monogamy? Yeah. And you don't provide for me as far as my libido dictates. Yeah. You have those episodes where you're not on your menses. there's no physical, deterrent,
Yeah.
and you say, I'm not in the mood. You don't have the authority to tell a man you're not in the mood. If you're going to force him into, this is a cool fall again, right? If you're going to force him into monogamy and make him commit to you,
Yeah.
and decommit from every other woman on this earth, okay?
Yeah.
Then why do you tell him I'm not in the mood? Do you have that right? Is that a right?
It's like a double standard.
Oh, they say the man needs to, the guy that panders, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Let's call him El Negro. Okay. this guy
Has to be Alif
this
Lam.
guy says, oh, men need to learn to adjust. Why do we have to adjust?
Yeah.
Why do we have to adjust our nature?
Yeah. Why can women adjust?
Yeah, adjust.
Yeah.
I mean, he's saying that.
Yeah.
I'm
Why
just
can
echoing.
women adjust? What's wrong with y'all? Huh? Y'all just grow up and never mature? Yeah, go ahead.
That's why they don't want to comment. That's bro.
Hey, you gotta have a. You gotta
There are
different.
sisters that don't want to comment because they think he's going to attack.
And you know what? And because he said that, guess what? I enjoy it. Don't comment.
Well, at least you're not tagging them or anything.
Nah. Because that will keep us to have a
Right.
man talk. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like filter them out. So I'm like the gatekeeper.
No, bro. We cannot filter out the women. Pause. We can't. We can't filter the women. Pause.
Go with the El Negro.
El Negro. Okay,
Yeah.
so El Negro says, why can't men adjust?
Yeah.
That's not fair to the woman. Like, dude, I see, my wife showed me the video.
Yeah.
I saw the original video. And I totally 100% agree with that man. Okay? That calf of man, I agree with him.
Yeah.
Okay? I say, this dude right here is pandering to you. I say, you don't get it. I say, I bet this dude treats women terrible in his own relationships. I guarantee you he objectifies them. You know why? Because pandering hypocrites,
Yeah.
they don't practice what they preach, which is the very definition of hypocrisy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll have some women come out and say, oh, he didn't take care of his kids. He didn't do this, he didn't do that. I say, yeah, that was y'all hero. That was y'all hero. The Steve Harvey effect. Right? The Steve Harvey
He
effect.
went there.
The Steve Harvey
I
effect.
had him
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my mind, too.
He becomes the ultimate relationship advisor.
Yeah.
But in his own relationship, his wife comes out and say he did this and that to me, and he uses money to use the courts and turn them against me. Well, hey, it's even it out. Let's even it out.
Yeah.
Anything else? Those are the three I found.
Yeah.
1, right? Low libido.
Yeah.
2, can't find another woman if he wanted to. He could take a gun and walk through town and couldn't kidnap another woman. Okay?
Right.
3, pandering hypocrite. I'm saying exactly what the woman wants to hear. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be exactly honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm broke. I'm ugly. I got $40.
Is he ugly?
I mean, you know.
I got I had $600.
Oh, your
yeah.
percentage goes up.
Did you know $600 could get you 15 wives?
I didn't know that.
But you can only have 4 at the most at once, so you got to keep changing them.
Oh, okay.
But that 600 goes a long way.
Changing is good because you
Yeah.
teach a lot of experience in life.
Right.
Yeah. You can't just stick to one.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I got something to tell you about that. The book I'm coming out with.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
Bruh.
come with the book.
I had a list of women,
Yeah.
list of wives, right?
Yeah.
My ex-wife, Yani.
Yeah, I need.
Okay, she said, "What about this one and that one and that one?" I said, "Y'all, I forgot.
So this is gonna be a storybook, right?
Leave me alone."
Right.
Okay,
That's gonna be good though, like because story sells.
No. I'm going to tell El Truth.
Yeah. But
Translation?
truth.
El Truth. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell El Truth. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to change names in certain situations. I'm gonna
Story's the
omit.
same. Names are different.
Yeah, the names are different. Yeah,
That's fine.
And if they're Negro, I'm going to make them white. And if they're white, I'll make them Negro.
Yeah, I like that.
They're all Negro
Yeah, pretty much.
except for one.
Who?
Okay.
You're not gonna say it.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Anyway,
a secret in the book.
Yani.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think, man? You have any ideas about this subject?
That's actually it's pushed in society.
Yeah.
Right. They actually prefer
Bushed.
bushed.
We use Arabic. We use Arabic on this
Okay.
part.
Yeah.
They bush it.
Yeah.
They
push
prefer
it.
to have a society of men that behave that way. That way, they're a lot easier to manage, a lot easier to predict, in a sense.
Ah. And this is happening like if you look through books, publications, media, movies, cartoons. I mean, they always show that the man is like
Simple.
same stupid,
Doofus, yeah.
not like
Incapable.
intelligent, incapable, right?
Yeah. Simpsons, Homer Simpson,
yeah, very popular show.
Family Guy,
Yeah,
Peter Griffin, yeah.
So they do this, and that's why you have like almost like 85% of probably men society are like in that type of behavior.
Because all they do is watch this and then take it in and imitate it.
Yeah. Because when you talk about like the beta versus so-called alpha, it's not something physical. Also, I think it's more like a behavior, right? When we talk mindset, there you go.
About
mentality, behavior. Because you can be, I think you mentioned this before sometime, that a person can be all muscle and masculine, but his behavior is like
Like a child in a sense.
like a beta mentality, emasculated mentality, right?
Well, that's another beta characteristic that working out.
Yeah.
Because see in El Brizin,
El Brizin.
okay,
El Brizin.
and El Brizin,
Yeah.
Sijin, right?
Yeah.
So the man, he works out a lot. You know why? He's trying to keep the other dudes intimidated not to approach him. But see, if I notice you can't even scratch your own back, I'm gonna throw hands with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm more agile.
Right.
More agile, and I can throw faster and hit harder because you're like you can't scratch your own back. It's like I say, the guys who do the competition. Sus,
right?
They do that sus competition and get the trophy, right? The bodybuilding. I said they are most vulnerable on that stage, for us physically. If you want to attack them at that point, they are physically muscular but emaciated, also physically, because they work out in the back room to get their muscles buffy. Like the nibbles, okay? They get the muscles buffy.
Yeah.
They go on the stage and they go, You know what that does? That also aches your muscle. That's a workout. When you're flexing, that's a workout within itself.
Yeah.
If you ever done so. Anyway, so if you're flexing, you're very vulnerable. Your muscles are fatigued. And you are at your weakest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of beta males, and they do that. They got the, I told my son said,
It's the pump.
Dad, you think you're stronger than me? I said, you got pretty muscle.
Like pretty muscle.
I said, you got pretty muscle. I said,
you ain't ready. Old man strength.
Don't do that.
No, I'm saying general. I
love that. Old man strength.
It's functional.
Yeah.
It actually gets things done.
You can't
Old
you can't
man
call me
strength.
old when I got more chutzpah
Right.
than the young ones. You can't call me old.
Yeah.
Don't do that ever again.
And the thing is, again, we're not trying to say that. Let's talk about the Muslim in general. We're not trying to say that Muslims that are monogamous, not all of them are beta. I know some of them choose to be in a monogamous.
Many are content with.
Yeah, I mean
life.
they're
That's fine.
No. Their lives are so hectic and so busy. They don't have room.
Yeah.
There's no room.
Right.
Okay, there's no room for it.
Yeah, not because
My life is in chaos, so it don't matter.
right. But in my experience, that every time I bring this subject, right, for those that have the good reason, alhamdulillah, they're doing great, no problem.
Yeah.
But when you talk about the hypocrite, right?
Yeah.
People say something like, for example, like, I'm already dealing with one,
Yeah.
right? And it's too much for me to handle. So what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say that you are miserable or your spouse is making you miserable? Which one?
Yeah. Or are you organically miserable, or is it an outside factor, which is your wife?
Right. So they say that.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then don't discourage those that, let's say, want to inshallah have multiple spouse, right? Then you have other brothers who say that there are no many stories that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But so is the monogamy. There are successful, alhamdulillah, marriages, and there are.
It's a way to discourage you.
I mean, there are successful marriages among kuffar.
Yes.
70 years.
MashaAllah, yes.
Until death.
Yeah.
They actually
mashallah.
bury each other.
Yeah.
And normally, the one that dies first, the second one comes right after.
Subhanallah.
They can't continue. They almost die right after from depression or sadness.
I think flamingos die the same way.
I've never had a relationship with a flamingo.
No, I've seen it. Discovery Channel. That's where I've seen it.
It's the one leg. I'm not attracted.
Right. Oh, me neither.
Thing.
Oh, well, he told me about it anyway.
I did see a flamingo one time with both legs down. I said, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. So, okay. So, anyway.
So those are some of the points, right?
Okay.
So the other thing is that I'm not the man. This is I somebody told me this, like, honestly, like, I'm not the man of the house to make this decision.
Wow.
That's a problem.
So I'm like,
wow,
bro, if you're not the man of the house, like, why even I'm hanging out with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or you have then
he wears banties.
banties.
Yeah, he wears the banties.
Translation?
Banties.
Banties. Okay. Then you have something like, I need to ask my wife's permission. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
There's a difference between giving the courtesy, letting her know.
Yeah.
But
Fankihu,
Yeah.
lakum,
Minan
minan
nisa.
nisa.
Yeah.
Marry those.
what you desire.
Of what you desire
Yeah.
among the women.
Yeah.
Decide.
Must know thalatha wa ruba'.
So Allah tells the man, marry who you like,
Yeah.
who you choose. And he says, my wife doesn't let me.
Let me. Or her. You know this. You went through this experience where some sister will say, I need to put it in the contract. I can do the woman voice.
Right.
I need to put it in the contract that you cannot have more than.
That sounds
Man, she needs helium.
yeah. That I don't think that was born.
But you went through that experience, right? I mean,
I didn't go through it.
I mean, some sister
So,
went.
yeah, so somebody said,
Yeah.
we're going to put that in the contract.
Yeah.
That is a beta contract.
Very beta contract because you're allowing the woman to be
You took Shahada.
the alpha.
You took Shahada.
Yeah.
You have Quran. You have the Ahadith. And you said, let's make a contract separate from this book. Let's make a contract separate from this declaration in order to please her.
Yeah. That's very
What are you
weak.
going to do with that?
That's very weak. So what about those situations where some brother will say that, well, if I do it, I'll probably lose my wife and kids.
Well, I'm going to address that.
Yeah.
But first, like with all trauma, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like with all trauma, people tend to go through to extremes. If there's a beta problem, a guy might say, well, I'm going to be ultra alpha. You know, if there's a beta issue, he said, I'll be ultra alpha. So what that does, that leads to extremes, okay? Now the extremes are, it allows them to usurp the relationship leadership. They usurp it. You know, the wife can't do this, she can't do that. And if I take her opinion or take her advice, then, you know, I'll be beta. So basically, they want to be faux alpha.
Yeah.
Fake alpha. And they are trying to stay away from beta.
Yeah.
So what? They tend to go to extremes. Well, my wife will be the relationship leadership is on me, so therefore every time you go somewhere, tell me where you're going to go, which is not really a problem. It's really for part of the protection.
Yeah.
You know, and maintaining is to make sure your wife is safe. So checking in is really, you know, you check in with a woman, you know, in order to ease her, you know, temperament.
Yeah.
Or to ease her emotions.
Yeah.
But a man a woman checking in is part, you know, that's par for the course, basically, in golf terms. That's par for the course. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, he'll be too macho, you know.
He's overcompensating.
Yeah, he's overcompensating.
The faux alpha is just like an angry beta.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's upset about something.
Yeah.
And
then
then
he's just
that's out the park.
He's trying to present his image,
Yeah.
something that he knows deep inside he is.
Yeah.
So he's just overcompensating.
Angry
That's all it
betas.
is.
I like that.
Okay, betas think they also the stripper mentality. Okay.
What's the stripper mentality?
The stripper mentality. Oh man, y'all. Back in Jahili, leave me alone. Okay, back in Jahili.
What is Jahili?
Jahili, Yani.
Yani.
Back before the Yani.
Yeah.
Back before I knew the word Yani.
Yani.
Okay. So anyway, what happens is Jahili is days of ignorance before Islam. Basically, when I was a Kafir. Okay.
Yeah.
So you come across these women and you'll say, "Hey, you know," you holler at them, you know, whatever, based on something you physically see, probably more than likely, right? And then you say, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, and then you start talking and say, well, "What do you do? You know, for a living? Or what do you do?"
Yeah.
And they say, "Well, I dance."
Huh.
I said, "Well, I dance too. What do you do for a living, though?" "Oh, I'm a
Professional
I'm an
dancer.
entertainer. I'm a
They
Kanan?
but they change the words like.
Kanana? How do you say?
What is Kanan?
The entertainer, like Kanana, woman.
Entertainer. ايش هو الانترتينر يا رجل؟
So Kanan.
لا I don't think so.
It's not Kanan.
No.
Okay, anyway. So the stripper mentality is every man is a trick. Every man, no man is, yeah. Okay, I'm not in need of a man. Every man is a bag. Every man is a trick.
Oh,
you know.
I see.
So
I
therefore,
see.
you don't. The only husband you'll marry is a beta, because the stripper has to be in control, because she has to be tricking this guy. This is her main trick, which she'll call her man.
Yeah.
And it's a stripper mentality where I've met someone before, and they said that I dance. And I say, "What do you mean dance?" I'm an entertainer. You know, no. What does that mean? I strip, and I did a 180 and walked away.
Yeah.
Because that you can't deal with that mentality. When they say you can't turn into a housewife,
Yeah.
you know, that mentality is a really, really hard one. You know, and I come from the gutter too, so I can't really be talking down on too many, except that I'm Muslim now, so I'm like the most dignified. You know what I'm saying?
Alhamdulillah.
So now I can talk down. No, I'm just kidding. so
Yeah.
Anyway, betas think that they can simp their way into a woman's heart, right? They think that
That's what they get friend zoned.
And now look, okay, full confession,
Yeah.
trick,
Yeah.
okay? I'm a recovering trick, okay?
Yeah.
So, I married my wife, the one I'm with now. I married my wife. She got everything she wanted. Everything she wanted.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's reciprocity there.
Yeah.
She's a giver. She's not a taker.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to give. Because no matter what I give her, it's going to come back tenfold. I'm saying? That's the way it is, right? That's how I ended up with her, just her, because,
Yeah.
you know, the money I had, I need to protect it, and I know she'll protect it. You know, $1 million, she don't care about that. She just know where I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She know where I am, she don't care about the $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the point is that betas will try to simp their way into a woman's heart, meaning they'll try to acquiesce, they'll try to, you know, lean over to their side, you know,
Put a
stuff
down
like that.
payment and all that.
Yeah. They're that guy. They're
Yeah.
that guy.
That's where the word white knight came from. You know, the
Really?
savior. You know, I'm the
Oh, I
captain
see, I see, I
saver.
see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's my book.
Yeah.
Okay, so
white knight.
yeah. So anyway, you know, betas again are signing those monogamous contracts. I will not marry, and beta Muslims, right? I will not marry another woman while married to you. No, ever. If I die, you will never be with another. Yeah, I mean, it's almost the same contract.
Yeah.
It's almost the same contract. So anyway,
It's like if I can't have you, no one will, basically.
yeah, that too, and that's too much controlling. That's why I don't like the term "my husband." I said, you don't own him.
Correct.
Sister said, she posted the other day, she said, I don't want another woman marrying my. I said, you don't own him.
Correct.
Just as we don't change your name, your family name, you don't change ours either. What do you think we are, Dwayne Wade or somebody? You know?
And
I'm not finna dye my hair for you.
right.
You know? I'm not finna wear neutral sex clothes. You know, asexual clothing.
Is that what they call
to
it
make
now?
you happy?
Yeah.
Oh no, it used to be called unisex.
Oh.
Yeah,
I heard
Jordache.
about- Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Unisex.
Jordache, look back at it. You know what I'm saying? That dude's walking down the street. Looking back at it. Yeah.
But you know though that some of these so-called the beta behavior individual, they themselves don't even have a self-respect of themselves.
No.
Yeah.
Like when somebody, let's say they found out that their wife cheat, right? They just basically apologize and move on. I mean, I understand the forgiveness is one thing, but you have to have self-respect.
And then leave.
Can a man forgive a woman for that? Can a man?
A real man, I don't think so. Because that's your dignity. I mean, this is like, you understand what I'm saying? This is
Yeah,
your
that's
dignity.
what
Somebody,
you
I
mean,
mean,
yeah.
it's just like, sometimes,
Somebody else. I don't even want to talk about.
yeah, but you see what I'm saying? I mean, they have no self-respect. Because when you talked about, you know, simping in, right?
Yeah.
You be simping, right? When you talk about simping in,
Simpson.
yeah. Even that behavior tells you what? That they do things to get the validation from others. Because a person with like, you give an example of when you find out that she's the stripper, whatever, right?
Okay.
180 degree left, right?
Yeah.
Because an alpha mind person doesn't cower to, you know, you have your dignity, you have your respect, you can move on, you can do something, you know, for your own good, not necessarily to please others, right?
Right.
But this is the thing that I noticed, that they don't have this so-called self-respect. Even yesterday we were at the Mawal Cafe, right? The brothers were, you know, sitting watching this Arab show, and suddenly there's a bunch of guys like freaking dancing. Like I'm not gonna sit here. These guys like dancing like beta, man. But then the dancers came. You have hijabis, families sitting and watching this half-naked lady dancing.
Yeah.
That is not. This is weird. I mean,
If that were to happen, like in a like Hispanic restaurant,
yeah,
the family would just leave. They'd be like, "This isn't a place for us."
Yeah.
They would just leave.
yeah,
Yeah, even the news, the weather girl,
yeah.
Oh, I remember
the
that
Spanish
story.
weather
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
You'll go and you'll see the thumbnails, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Hot weather girl, Spanish
Yeah,
weather girl.
yeah.
I can't see a Spanish family actually watching that.
No.
Especially with the wife, she be looking at the husband like,
Right?
like what parts are you looking at?
Put the news channel with the old white guy.
It's like that Terminator scan.
Yeah.
What parts are you looking at?
What's that really good,
Yeah.
right?
So anyway, real quick, going back to the extremes, because the trauma will cause you to go to extremes. Let's say a woman had an ex who was talking to another girl on his phone. And this is real life.
Yeah.
So what does she do with the next dude she finds? Oh, I want to marry you, but I have trust issues. Like, I'm not him. Well, I'm going to need access to your phone codes. Like, even Sheikh give a fatwa. He says haram to go on your husband's phone.
Wow.
Because it's spying.
Oh, yeah.
It's spying.
The justice,
And Allah is alimul ghaib. Allah is the knower of the unseen.
Yeah. Well, the distance.
Yeah, who are you to want to know? And part of the ghaib is what? Being absent.
Yeah.
Being absent and not privy, right, to the information. So you want to know the ghaib. Live in your own world. Let that next man hurt you a whole different way.
Right.
We got a podcast coming. I don't know if you know that.
Did you put a note?
Yeah, I got it. I got notes already.
Good.
It's coming.
Yeah. Now,
it's called pressing the reset button, the relationship reset button. Let that dude hurt you a whole different way.
Yeah.
Okay? If he's going to hurt you, let him hurt you a whole different way. It's not in your control.
Throw her a curveball.
Yeah. Practice being the best woman you can be. See,
correct.
They're too busy trying to make the best man that you can be.
I never understood that. Why are they trying to change them? They're trying to build them and mold them.
And they can't.
You can't.
Nobody can.
Yeah.
We should start a show. Let's
Yeah.
take our 600 stimulus checks and let's start building Negro. Hey, there's one sister. He told me to mention it.
Yeah.
There's one sister put a whole list of what she wanted. I want a man that looks Latin,
70 list.
has white man mannerisms.
Yeah.
I said, you mean like rapist killer? No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. So then she said,
Message.
She said, has a black mean Venus?
Wow.
She said it.
How many lists? 70 lists? 72 lists?
No. It's maybe like 5 qualities,
Oh.
and I want him to have el money and el job.
You
and
forgot to change the
home.
voice.
I want him to have el money. That hurts, man. I can't do it.
It's unnatural.
I can't. I want to say it hurts.
What is the water?
Yeah, it hurts.
Get some water, man.
There you go.
No. I'm good. I got el intelligent water.
Right.
So they say and she said I want him to be on his deen and practicing like last.
Wow. Oh, the most important one, the last.
And she's gonna block me when she sees the podcast. And I said to her,
Yes! You get points when you do that.
Yes.
A lot of points, but nothing in
El apologize.
dunya reward. But when you talk about the traumatized version of the situation, right? Have you heard of a group called, or a movement called MGTOW?
No.
Yes.
You heard of it, right?
Yeah, I've heard
Which means men
Men going their own way.
on their way, right? And there's a whole movement behind it. There's a documentary. In fact, I recommend everybody to watch the Red Pill documentary by Kasaya J. Right? So this movement, just like the feminists, it's like you said, it's a reactionary movement.
Yeah.
Because the high divorce rate, men committing suicide, losing their children, and these, sorry, MGTOW, but I think most of you are beta behavior because of the reactionary, they came with this movement to basically, kind of.
It's the faux alpha.
Yeah, it's reactionary.
It's like an anti-female. Like the feminists are anti-family.
I cannot be anti-female.
Right, of course not.
Yeah,
Come
I
on. We
can't.
love women, right? I mean, it's impossible, right? That's why we're crazy. So you have like the anti-male of the feminist version, right? So these are like anti-female. And if you go through their forums and the conversation, they don't have a solution. The solution is 2.
Okay.
Hump and dump
Ooh.
and go monk.
Promiscuous behavior.
Hump and dump.
Isolation.
And go monk,
Subhanallah.
right?
La ilaha.
But the sad thing is they're reactionary, right? And they're like, I understand sometimes it's very sad to hear the stories. I understand that life will teach you a lesson, but you cannot suck yourself into blaming all the time. Like, alhamdulillah, we're Muslim, we go through life, in many experiences. We take this as a lesson, we keep moving on. Like you said, start a new life, start a new thing, do your best. Don't keep bringing the past, because if you keep bringing the past, you're stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck.
You're never going to go.
You gotta hit that reset.
Hit that reset, right? Exactly. So because of the traumatized situation that you talked about, I believe this is a reactionary group, unfortunately.
It is.
So excuses.
Yes.
Okay. They say that a second wife is too much for me to handle. Let me dispel something. Some people say that they think that Islam instituted polygyny. Islam did not. Islam did not. Islam modified.
Yeah.
It brought it down to 4 when a man could very well have 100. Okay, he could very well have 100. Islam brought it down to 4. So Islam modified, restricted, and refined polygyny. Okay,
Yeah.
and gave the woman rights to be property owners and initiators of khula, of divorce. Right?
Yeah.
Gave them those rights when before they were property. They were considered chattel property, and they could not initiate divorce. They were basically stuck.
Yeah.
And a man could divorce his wife through zihar, right? Which is what? Your back is like the back of my mother.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm getting all these benefits from you. I'm going to divorce you. You're going to have any wife rights, but I'm going to keep all those motherly mama rights. Meaning wash the dishes, clean the clothes, take care of the kids, so on and so forth. So again, Islam refined it. Okay? Now Allah refined it to give you rights, to give you this, to give you that, and you still oppose it.
Yeah.
What more do you want than what your Lord wants from you? What more do you want? So Allah says, Mathna wa thulatha wa ruba'. 2, 3, and 4. Allah doesn't say 1, 2, 3, and 4. He says, Mathna wa thulatha wa ruba'. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. He say, and if you cannot be adil, which means that you are just in the finances and
Doesn't
time.
mean equal.
Yeah, doesn't mean equal.
A lot of people use that word.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. I was talking to someone last night, and I was telling them about the difference between justice and equality.
Yeah.
You know, and I use the example of a ladder. If you're 6 foot tall, you're trying to see over a 6 foot fence, you need maybe like a 1 foot ladder. Okay, I say someone shorter need a taller ladder. I say that's called justice. Equality means you give them the same size ladder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so again, that is the issue within itself. Now, too much to handle, you're organically beta.
Yeah.
You know why? Because when I had 3 wives, my iman was here.
Yeah.
My libido was here.
Of course.
Testosterone was here.
You don't need Viagra. Yeah.
In one day.
You don't need
Sign of
Viagra.
good
In
health.
one day. Oh, bruh. All this erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Ya Allah. First of all, stay away from the porn.
Yeah.
Okay. The porno will
porno.
destroy you.
Yeah.
It will destroy you inside out.
Yeah.
You're late. He's late.
You didn't tell me.
That's lagging. That's lagging.
You're lagging.
Oh, okay.
That's beta. That was a beta move.
It was.
That's a beta sound effect. Give me some, man. Don't leave me hanging. I'm on camera, Yanni.
It was about it.
Yeah. That was a beta high five.
It was. Because I got the beta light, man. I got the beta light. It's affecting on me.
So anyway, brothers seeking their wife's permission, Allah says, "Fankihu mataba lakum
Yeah. Minan nisa.
lakum
Yeah.
minan nisa." So
addressing us, men.
It's the man's right. It's the man's right. So you don't have to have your wife permission. There's nothing in Islam that says it. Now some people say, well, it's wise to get your wives, but they're not always on board for what helps your deen.
Yeah.
They're always thinking about themselves. Okay. You provide, you protect, you do all the things Allah Ta'ala ordered you to.
Yeah.
And Allah allows you allowances, right?
Yeah.
So what do some women do when you try to add another wife? They say, well, okay, now I need a better car. Now I need we need to move.
They make it hard.
They try to make it hard on
Yeah.
you. You're trying to protect your deen. Women don't understand the pressures. So those women tend to look for beta men that are going to cow tie,
Yeah.
you know, and tiptoe through the tulips and foot shuffle and step and fetch. These are all Negro terms.
I know.
Okay.
I was completely lost.
Yeah.
We'll look up the definitions later.
Okay.
Educate,
what kind of
educate yourselves.
Yes. Work on
Go to
yourself.
the Urban Negro Dictionary. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was
Yes,
thinking. How did you
yes.
read my mind?
It's very helpful, Urban Dictionary.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
No, you're very helpful.
You learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
Man, you-
Like if you're about to get whooped, you'd be like, what is he saying to me? I'm about to get whooped, run. The dictionary says, run. So anyway, getting your wife permission, not Islamic. Allah gives it to you as your choice.
Yeah.
Writing in the contract is not right. Brother said, I will lose my wife and my kids. This is why it's called systematic deterrence to alphaism. I call it systematic deterrence to alphaism. Like you try to be alpha, you try to be the man of your household, and then you got a whole system against you.
Yeah.
And the woman threatens the man. This is a real life situation, no names needed.
Yeah.
But the brother had very high libido. He wanted to get it off.
Yeah.
Islam allows him to get it off.
Yeah.
Halal way, right?
Yeah.
She says, if you get it off, if you marry another woman, I'm going to sue you in the Kafir courts.
Yeah.
Take half of your stuff.
Yeah.
Take all of your kids.
Yeah.
You know, raise them my way, which leads to homosexuality and drugs and mental disorders.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know that very well. That's what it leads to.
I know you.
Okay?
I know you work a lot with the community. He helps the community a lot. You work with them a lot. You have
Yeah.
like, mashallah, how many years of experience?
So I know.
Yeah.
I see it happening. I see it happening. So nevertheless, they go through this systematic deterrence to practicing your Islam and being alpha. The system makes you
Yeah.
grow Buffy nibbles.
Yep.
Okay.
Big one.
It makes you Buffy nibble,
Yeah.
and it makes you beta.
Yeah.
It promotes beta because it gives the woman the upper hand. Now why would the world, the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, why would they only give loans like in your country and other
Yeah,
places?
to
Why would they
women.
only give loans to women and not to men?
Yeah.
So they can buy a sewing machine and some sheep, make some garments, sell it, make money, prosper. Why do they do that? Because they're trying to flip the families
Yeah.
of Muslims.
There's more money to be made in that direction.
Yeah, because the women more likely to pay the loan back. But nevertheless, they're trying to flip the dynamics of the man's role versus the woman's role.
is it?
That's why they don't give money. That's why they don't give money to the men.
I'm in the podcast already.
That's why I would say, if you're a Muslim and you're gonna
Yeah, we said
marry,
it.
in general,
Like,
even if it's just
10,
one,
I'm actually
especially if
right
you had
now,
in mind
you know?
to do 2, 3, or 4, don't marry in the state.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We haven't done yet. So
That's another beta move to get a marriage license.
A license.
A lot of masajid, really, a license, right? After Shahada.
Right.
So a lot of masajid, what they do is that they require you have a license before you marry. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
when they're done, inshallah.
Which is not really correct because
I'll let you know when the podcast is
they're
done.
putting something which called in Arabic in usul it's called sabab.
Right.
Sabab is the legal reason. You know, the legal reason, the sabab. So the legal reason for Maghrib is what? Sunset. When we see that sabab, you know, we pray Maghrib.
Right.
So they're saying marriage license before marriage. When the kuffar have no authority, right? وَلَنْ يَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ لِلْكَافِرِينَ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ سَبِيلًا. Allah Ta'ala does not allow the kuffar to have authority over us. That's in regards to marriage, to whatever.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, because they...
How do they become the authority for us?
Within their own society, they allow people to marry anyone or anything.
Anything.
So it doesn't really matter what they have to say.
I don't think that thing has to be alive.
It really doesn't. It can be
Because
a
if
dog,
your dog died and you really love your dog, you can marry your dog.
Yeah.
They do it.
alive or dead.
Yeah, you can marry your dog. You can get a taxidermist to stuff the dog,
Yeah.
and then you take the dog home and stuff the dog.
But they see us wanting to have more than one wife as backwards.
oh yeah. Well,
That's
that's their
a little
crazy
flimsy.
standards. Yeah. So anyway, some brothers say it will hurt my wife, which is legitimate.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's a legitimate excuse.
Yeah.
It will hurt my wife. Well, maybe your wife, just a suggestion, should embrace Islam wholeheartedly
yeah.
and put her feelings to the side and realize that you have societal pressures that you can't even share with her. Because if you share the pressures with her, right? This is what I see. This is what I go through. I was telling Amir, we're driving.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was going to share this. But anyway, so I'm driving.
sleep anyway.
And a lady pull up next to me in a Jeep.
Yeah.
Very attractive. Very attractive.
Was it white?
Close to it. Ooh. Negro. Raped ancestors, light skin. I'm just kidding. So what happened was she pulled up. Don't do that. So she pulled up right next to me, right? I'm at the, he did it again. So I'm at the stoplight. She pulls up next to me. I'm talking to a mirror, so the car pulls out. I naturally look over, and she's looking at me, and I look away. And someone said, "Look again."
oh, you better not.
Hey, so it's only one look.
better not.
Yanni.
Someone said one look.
Okay, one
look
look
is allowed.
but it was long. I'm just kidding. So
You can
anyway,
put a toothpick if you want.
So the car start going.
Yeah.
The car passes me up, and she's doing this. She gave me the face. Men know that face.
Yeah.
A beta wouldn't know it.
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, maybe she likes me.
I like that voice. I like that voice.
No, what is she looking at me for?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is she looking at me? Like, why is that beautiful woman looking at me? I have a wife.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh, these betas, man.
Oh my God.
So anyway, so she gave me the look, and because I can see through my peripheral that she's still looking when she passed by, I turn to Amir. I say, "That's the look.
Yeah.
That's the look."
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. So babe, I'm having too much pressures. I need to exercise my Islamic right. You can't do that.
And actually, women naturally, they don't know this, but they actually don't like the so-called Mr. Nice Guy, this kind of behavior.
They don't respect it.
They don't respect it.
They may choose it, but they don't respect it.
Yeah.
They don't respect it. You'll never get respect.
Their brain is not going to eventually respect that, you know?
If a man is having some issues of whatever's going on, it's best to go to the brothers. Don't go to your wife with.
Well, I mean, sometimes
things.
it's okay to go to your wife. I mean, if you look at Muhammad sallam, when he received the revelation, he went to Khadija radiallahu anha, right?
Yeah.
The mother of the believers, mashallah, they left huge lessons and knowledge for us. Makes sense? But compare those women. If you look at the Sahabiyat, if you look how they were treating their men, makes sense? But at the same time, you don't want to go full force. You know, there's that. You know that. Remember that post I shared with the Abu American's wife when she said like, "Hey, you want to give compliment? Don't give too much compliment. Like limited compliment, right?" So something like that. We're not saying completely don't go, but
middle ground.
Because look, I don't know, it was you or somebody else. Like somebody made like a funny joke, like, "Hey, if there's like a zombie apocalypse, whatever, you're not gonna ask, hey, you're just gonna take action."
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
And when the wife sees, you're leading, their natural instinct gonna be super attracted to you anyway.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
The beta's only good when the waiter comes with the bill. But when you're walking outside the restaurant and some hoodlums are walking towards you, you want to be with the alpha. You want to grab his muscles.
Right.
Grab the alpha's
His
muscles.
Muscles.
And he walks like this, like, what's up? They're like, hey, what's up? Okay, this ain't the dude we're going to mess with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got some stories, but nevertheless, I can't tell them right now.
Why not?
Oh, man.
I love stories.
Yeah, because I have a violent history. So anyway, so what happens is
that's
this.
the best one.
Check it out.
I love that.
Khadija radiallahu anha, right?
Radiallahu anha now.
Hudaybiyah.
Yes.
Muhammad sallallahu the Sahaba were, radiallahu anhum, they were disappointed in the treaty. It was a wahi.
Sah.
But Muhammad sallallahu couldn't tell them that it was a wahi.
Yeah.
Okay? He was trying to neutralize Quraysh so he can attack Khaybar and the other smaller tribes, make themselves powerful, Fatul Mecca, with almost no bloodshed, right?
Strategic,
This was the strategy, right?
Yeah.
So Muhammad sallallahu he comes home, he's sad. Khadija, what's wrong?
Yeah.
My Sahaba are betraying me. They are disobeying me.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, I told them to go ahead and shave their heads as if they made Hajj. They upset that they couldn't make Hajj.
Yeah.
So they refused to shave their heads. They said, we're not shaving our heads. She said, my ummah is ruined. She said, Ya Rasulullah, shave your head. Shave your head.
Look at the...
Look,
man.
Look at the sunnah. Taqriri. His silent approval and disapproval. His even facial expressions, right?
Yep.
For Ali. You know what I'm saying? His actions.
Yeah.
Wa qawli.
Sayings.
His sayings. Look at the fa'ali.
Yeah.
Ya Rasulullah, shave your head. See, he told them to do it.
Yeah.
They said, we didn't make Hajj. We're good. They know the rule for Hajj.
Yeah.
You don't shave if you're not making Hajj. So then we have the option. When am I going to do it? They knew it was just a tatawa. It's voluntarily, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Khadija radiallahu anha says, Ya Rasulullah, shave your head.
Yeah. Subhanallah.
Shave your head.
Yeah.
He shaved his head. The Sahaba said, oh, look, Rasulullah shaved his head. They shaved their head.
Subhanallah.
That's the wife.
Yeah.
That's the alpha wife supporting her alpha husband.
Yeah.
Today, my ummah is ruined. What happened? My companions disobeyed me. Yeah, forget them. Forget them.
Yeah, exactly.
You got me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's today.
That was a gang sign.
Yeah.
Jittery.
That's today. Yeah, right.
There you go.
Yeah. Throwing up the beat. What's up? Divorce them. Talak. Yeah. That's what we got today. See, the alpha woman, she's supporting her man in everything deemed.
Yeah.
Babe, you get married, you keep divorcing these women. I'm your only steady. You know what I'm saying? I'm your only steady. But Allah be pleased.
Yeah.
Allah be pleased. I'm going to hustle this one out.
Yeah.
I'm going to pray to Allah give me a better husband than you in Jannah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
Make that your dua. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be up there with, inshallah.
Yeah. Inshallah. Yep. Absolutely.
So anyway, again,
the wife will divorce me. This is very common.
Yeah, the wife would divorce me. Okay, I would hurt my wife. Okay, that's a consideration.
Yeah.
But you have to get your wife on your Islamic team, not just on your team physically, because any woman would be on your team.
Yeah.
Okay, you provide, protect. I mean, how many times has a Muslim brother told a non-Muslim woman, or a non-Muslim woman found out through a lecture or something like that the man 100% of the maintenance is on him and anything you give is just charity?
Yeah.
They said, you mean you have to pay all of my bills and my money is my money? They said, yes. They said, sign me up.
Yeah.
Kuffar have
Every
done it.
non-Muslim, I
Kuffar
say
have
that.
done it. Yeah.
They actually
Kuffar
love
have
it.
done They love it.
Yeah.
They love that concept. Because you know why? They can now go from the Jeep, the Jeep Renegade to the Jaguar SUV, which is trash. But they can go to the Jaguar SUV now because all they have is a car bill.
Yeah.
And everything else, you're taking care of everything else. They love that idea. Sign me up. Because they do 50-50.
Right.
More than
They
likely.
go
Which
Dutch.
is not haram. Some sisters don't like it, but it's not haram.
Yeah.
50-50, especially in this economy. Sometimes you got you a good man, you might make more money than him.
Yeah.
Be a Khadija wallah. Support him.
Yeah.
Support him. Support him in his efforts, support him in his Islam, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Did you see there was another phenomenon with the so-called this lifestyle? There are a lot of movies about it. There are Netflix, a lot of series about it. The polyamory.
Yeah.
So in the polyamory,
yeah.
I think in a way it came through the feminist movement because in the polyamory, the woman decides, right?
Yeah.
That decides she's going to have like multiple husbands or multiple wives even,
Yeah.
right? But they always pick the so-called the male provider, the beta one.
Yeah.
They're always going to acquiesce to whatever behavior, but she can also go and bang all these bad boys.
Right.
Exactly.
The guys function as like the pegs on the table, and they're on the table itself.
Right. And this is the thing, when you go back to that, the alpha, the masculine mindset, right? The self-respect, correct?
Yeah.
And let's say if this individual, the wife, let's say she's going crazy with money or spending a lot of, their bank account, whatever, right? So the alpha person will basically, quickly will set a boundary, will explain to her that, hey, you cannot do this, explain to why, and she has to stop it, right? Now, if she does it again, right, he's not going to go crazy. He's just going to, limit or take the account, whatever, but she's not going to have a tantrum behavior. On the other hand, the beta folks, they will give the advice, but they never enforce it. So when the wife does it again, they act like okay, but internally they are upset, and they keep holding it. Then what
And
happens?
it comes out sideways.
Sideways. And one day they explode and they become like insane. I'm like,
why are you acting like this?
yeah, you should have done it in the beginning. Or like, I like American the podcast where like, this is in public, right? Where one of the wife didn't behave how it's supposed to behave. He just took the phone.
He broke it.
I think he broke it, right?
He broke all of her devices.
That's it.
That allowed her to go on social media and attack her co-wife. He broke them. He said, I broke them all.
Yeah, that's it.
He said, I broke them all.
He paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, he said
No, I think she paid for it.
Oh, okay.
I think she initially paid for her own
but if
devices.
If you ask nowadays, most men or most Muslim, they can't even do that.
You can't upset the household. I don't care if it's the co-wife. You can't upset the household, but nevertheless, the soulmate syndrome.
Yeah,
we got some things to go
which
through.
don't
the
exist.
Soulmate syndrome.
Yeah.
People say my soulmate, my soulmate, my soul. I saw memes. Perhaps my soulmate is already married. Well, that's possible.
That's like a
possible.
Buddha mentality.
But you have 10,000 to 100,000 more soulmates in this life.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as one person for you.
Right.
There's no such thing.
Yeah. I personally don't believe in the soulmate concept. I don't
thought
believe
it was
in
a
this
scam at first.
I think it's a scam.
Like they'll sell books and movies.
Yeah. I think it's the Hollywood and Bollywood.
That one.
Yeah. They do this all the time.
That one. Yeah.
No such thing, man.
Also, like I mentioned, my husband syndrome,
Yeah.
which is a sign of leadership, ownership. Like that, my husband syndrome stuff. This is my husband. Yes, that's your husband.
But
meaning he's responsible for you. You're not responsible for him.
He's not a property.
You can advise him, but you can't take your husband's phone. Like it just doesn't happen in reality. No, for some people it happens.
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to happen in reality. You can't take your husband's phone.
Yeah.
You're not over him. He's over you.
The problem with that, akhi, is that if a spouse or a wife behave like this, right? Mm-hmm. What about the children? When the children see that, this is my father.
They're the biggest victims in all of it.
When they see the father is like this, do you think the kid's going to respect the father?
No. Yeah. I mean, the mom, I try to tell my ex this.
Yeah.
Don't turn my sons into little Wendy Williams. Don't do it. Don't be discussing my household.
Yeah.
Or asking them questions. You turn them into little gossiping, so on such and such.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're gonna put on a dress and be like, "How did my son become homosexual?" Because you pushed him that way.
Imagine
you made him gossipy.
Imagine guys speaking like, "Oh dear."
Yeah.
Look, I even did it too.
Right. I saw that.
That's weird.
That was a little too natural.
Yeah. You kind of that didn't flow. That flowed.
Yeah. Right.
So here we go. The illegal excuse. Somebody's excuses. Illegal excuse.
Yeah.
The U.S. society is called polyamorous. People have multiple strange and known partners.
Yeah.
So, some women wake up, having partners didn't know.
Yeah.
You got the date rape drugs and the overindulging where your mind totally goes away. Not just a little bit, but totally goes away. Where you wake up in the morning, they say, what happened last night? I apparently had a good time. How do you know? Because I can't remember a thing. This is the Catholic lifestyle. Some Muslims fall into it. May Allah heal them.
Yeah.
Okay. The Ashley Madison. This is the Monogamous Promoting Society, right? Ashley Madison, a website you can go to. No Muslim goes there.
More than 40 million something subscribers.
Started by a homosexual man. Ashley Madison website. You can go to it and you can pick somebody already married to have a relation with. You know what I'm saying?
And they were already celebrating.
It's legal. It's legal.
It's legal. And there were many popular folks actually part when it got hacked.
Yeah, when it got hacked,
all the name came out.
Yep.
Right.
Well-known people like in politics and Hollywood and all this stuff.
Oh, so the people that are married, they go to that site and say,
it's for married people.
Yeah.
For married people.
Oh, I see.
To cheat
Swinging,
with
married. Yes. What? It's swinging.
adultery,
But
basically.
it's adultery based.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess you could swing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can find a man there. I'm not sure if you can find another man or another woman. I would like to play scissors. Anyway, so then you have the side chick thing. These guys are monogamous, but they got a side. Dude, that's not monogamy in the standard definition of monogamy.
No.
So they got the side chick. Women even say this. Side dudes. They call them F buddies, and I'm using the most respectful term I can say.
French
These are basically
toast.
sex buddies. Yeah.
Friends with benefits, what they refer to.
No, not just what the benefits is the badus.
Yeah,
Right.
the badass.
Or the badus.
And the badus.
Yeah, you can do badus and badus.
French toast.
Yeah. Double bubble.
Yes. Put the double in the bubble.
Does it go in or over?
You stop.
Huh?
Does it go in or over?
Sometimes it can go over. Sometimes go,
I'm confused about that. I would like to do a whole
About the double and
podcast
the
on
bubble.
double and bubble just to get it, to try to define it.
Only for adults.
Only for adults. Okay.
Hide your children. Hide your kids. Hide your children.
Hide your kids. Hide your children. They out here. Anyway, so they out here defining stuff. So anyway, the strip clubs. Strip clubs do not allow for a monogamous society.
Yeah.
Strip clubs, because you're going to get your energies. You're going to get your wiggles.
And some women
going
don't.
to satisfy
Did
your
you know
job.
that some women don't mind?
Long as they don't make it, Muslim women,
Yes.
they don't mind you cheating.
But
as long as you don't make it official or halal.
Yeah, that's so much
Wallah, they are women that don't want that woman to have the dignity. But the Malikat Amen,
Oh, yeah. You know
the
what?
companions of the right hand, they're not limited to 4. They are limitless. And you can go into them. And the wife has no say.
You know, it's funny. They stop.
Smell my finger.
When it says,
Go ahead.
وَلَا تَعْدِلُوا فَوَاحِدًا,
Yeah.
they stop
For
right
wahida, that's it.
They stop right there.
Exactly, yeah.
These
But
these,
the ayat doesn't stop.
yeah, these beta males and,
No, these pandering munafiqs.
Yeah.
These pandering hypocrites. These pandering hypocrites stop
women-
there.
and the women stop
the
there.
women, they like it right there.
Yeah, but the women stop there. When I tell the sisters...
You read the ayah, women say, ooh, stop. I like it right there.
So when you tell the sister to continue the ayah, when I tell the sister to continue the ayah, oh, no, that's in the past. I know it's in the past, but why are you stopping right there?
I mean, the whole thing technically is in the past.
When Islam returns,
Yeah.
it is certain aspects of Islam you cannot practice without the khilafah, without a state.
Yeah.
Okay? And I know brothers, mainly Salafi brothers, that get caught and say, oh man, that was of my right hand. Apparently use your left hand, right hand. But
Right.
But I say, hey, those are captives of war. I say, how do you justify that?
You can't justify that.
How do you can't justify that.
You can't pick and choose and do whatever you want and justify using the deen.
The modification of the ayat.
Yeah.
Also, again, they call them the daycares of adultery and fornication, which are bars. So all these things exist in a so-called monogamous society. Monogamy does not exist in reality, and it was never a thing, especially under any revelation. Not a thing. The Romans limited the Christians to one wife, but the Romans at the same time were having homosexual sex with their siblings, sex with their parents, and they had a whole room of women in waiting but one wife, officially. These are the hypocritical Romans that said monogamy should be the thing and made that an issue for Christians. Christians were never monogamous. It's not within a man's nature to be monogamous. Our eyes won't let us be monogamous. Our ears won't. Our nose won't let us be monogamous.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, it's a reality. Some men choose to live that way because their lives... I know about a hectic life.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have time. You don't have time.
Yeah.
And then I know brothers that swore off polygyny, right? And later on, changed their mind. Totally their right. And the woman came and said, my husband, said he was going to be
The sound
going
again.
to be monogamous, but now he's trying to be polygynous. You know, I said, well, it's perfectly his right.
Yeah.
Ah, Yanni.
Yani.
Ah, Malik.
Translation? Yani.
Yani.
Yeah. Yes.
So anyway, here are some facts. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
A couple of betas told her sister, and I think I related it to you. They told her, "You're too knowledgeable. You have more knowledge in Islam than I do. So therefore, you know, there's nothing I can do with you." So they refused to marry her because she had too much knowledge.
So is he intimidated by her knowledge?
I think it makes his double.
Too small? Weak?
Yeah.
Shrinking?
Yeah, I think it.
Was it a cold water or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Dipping in a cold water?
Like George Costanza. I just got in the pool. Anyway, so you saw that episode?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so one of them told her that you seem to be financially, same sister, you seem to be financially established.
Yeah.
More than I am, making more money than me, so therefore you don't need a man. This dude told her she don't need a man. This sister need a man, okay? She needs an alpha.
Yeah.
That take pictures like this.
That's super
less
beta.
than beta. That's
That's like
that's
like a beta
questionable,
list.
beta-
honestly.
Like a beta list.
beta
like
yeah,
below
beta
the beta list. You
So
know?
anyway, so they told her that you got too much knowledge and you seem to be financially established.
Yeah.
So therefore, you know, you don't need a man. And this is, bruh, come on, man. I mean, I told her, I said, stop dealing with these betas. Find yourself an alpha.
Yeah.
There are plenty of those. Just gotta look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if you look from the Islam perspective, Islam addresses the the masculine and the feminine. Feminine mostly for female and the masculine behavior for the male. And you will find many evidence in the Quran, in the Sunnah, like the Al-Anbiya, Al-Rusul, right? They went through hardship. That's the main characters go through the hardship. They always speak the truth. They're actually kind and considerate.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes not just the physical strength, but you can find somebody, even one of the Sahabi that I forgot his name, that when he went to the tree and they saw his knee and the Sahabis used to laugh at him. Oh, look at you have a skinny knees.
It's Ibn Mas'ud.
You know, so right?
Ibn Mas'ud.
And Muhammad said that he has like his rujula, his manhood is like, so many
off the charts, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? But those sort of behavior, I mean, even though there's so many authors, so many psychologists talk about alpha and beta behaviors and whatnot, but we already have it in our deen.
Yeah.
You know how to be not just masculine, but to have that mindset, and it's a learning thing.
Rajul Saleh.
Rajul Saleh, it's a learning thing, and it can change. But the pressure from the society, from the media, from the movies, and all these crazy stupid concepts and the feminist agenda. I mean, man, it's so hard. That's what sometimes they say, like there's a war on men.
Yeah.
You know, this whole concept.
Right.
You know.
Well, the men that go to war against other men. I was critically called by my brother at the masjid long ago. I was critically called. Yeah, they go to polygamous. They call me the polygamist.
Yeah.
Like, why would a man seek to try to insult another man regarding something Allah Ta'ala has or refined, but yet ordained, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, here comes the polygamist.
Yeah.
But the same brother, when he found a woman that actually was attracted to him besides his wife, he too became.
Oh, he converted them.
Yeah, he converted.
Right.
So I think that was category 2.
Yeah.
Couldn't find, and then the situation kind of fell on his lap.
Change the situation.
Literally on his lap.
Oh.
Okay. So then he kind of came over to my side, and we were known as the polygamist.
The polygamous. You know, I was reading this amazing book by Barbara and Alan Peace. Talks about relationship difference between man and woman. He got in trouble in one of the books because he basically said that men's nature are polygamous or polygynous naturally. Naturally. And he got in trouble for that. You know, I mean, he's speaking from like a biologist and stuff like that.
Of course,
Scientific way.
Yeah. So
you don't have to necessarily go to the animal kingdom all the time. Man's nature, the history of man from the time of Adam alayhi salam until now, man's nature didn't change.
All right.
You know, society tried to modify it and redefine it and stuff like that. You know.
But akhi, wallahi, in our so-called Muslim community, we don't have this sort of conversation. I mean, I only know a few people, wallahi. I only know like. What's his name? The brother from Malaysia, Jibril and Romani. Okay. Always talk about masculine and alpha. He even have a program for the youth there, right? Nabil Aziz, shout out to Nabil Aziz from Dubai, the becoming alpha Muslim male. Abu American, mashallah, you saw him, and brother Daniel. Also, they bring this subject that we have to teach our youth, our sons and brothers, to be that, have that alpha masculine mindset that is based on the deen, because nobody does it. Have you noticed that? You know how if you go back in 99 and 2000, when the shiuch used to give lectures and classes about marriage and husband and wife, right?
Yeah.
They used to address the husband and the woman, or the brothers and the sisters.
Yeah. Now they just the men.
Yeah, but when they address the man, it's all like blaming.
Yeah, it's all finger pointing, man.
Finger
It's
pointing.
your fault.
Yeah.
that you're in this situation.
Already, you're like, huh? Already.
Remember I mentioned Dawood Adib? He gave
Yeah.
a talk about the problems facing Muslim women.
Yeah.
And the first, he said, Article 2, problems facing Muslim women, the Muslim men. And he started going on men. He started going, well, which we deserve it. I'm
in a
saying
way
we as
do.
men, not
Yeah.
individually, but
Yeah.
we deserve it. I know I deserve a lot of blame.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm a reforming trick.
Yeah.
Recovering trick.
Yeah, because you're also ugly.
No, that's no.
I'm not.
I didn't say that.
I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue that point. Hey, but my conversation is like smooth, warm peanut butter.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I can imagine.
Over El Bagel.
Oh, El
Hey, good job.
Your translation?
Yeah, good job.
El Bagel.
He said,
Oh,
good
El
job.
He needs to fix the translation.
Push them buttons,
Doesn't work. Made in China. Made in China. Doesn't work, man.
So conclusion.
Yes.
Okay, men need to take back the leadership. Okay, obey Allah Ta'ala and provide and maintain as Allah Ta'ala ordered and ordained. Right.
Yeah.
Don't cow-tie. Don't cow-tie to women.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't acquiesce and cow-tie and lean over as a malleable, pliable entity. Don't do that. Pattern yourself after Ash-Shakhsiyya al-Islamiyya, okay? After the Islamic personality, meaning that you are carrying all of your duties that Allah Ta'ala ordered you. You are maintaining like Allah Ta'ala ordered you to. You are giving the rights that Allah Ta'ala ordered you to give, and don't extend beyond those rights. Because when you extend beyond the rights Allah Ta'ala ordered, you know what happens? You fall right into beta.
Yeah.
You fall into beta. You'll leave your alpha Muslim male status and you'll fall into beta. Why? Because you're concentrating too much on pleasing Allah Ta'ala's creation. Yeah. Now the Christians have a thing. They said, we worship God by serving his creation. No, Islamically, we work to please Allah Ta'ala, worship Allah Ta'ala, and by that creation is served.
Served, yeah.
You're doing a disservice if you are trying to please Allah Ta'ala's creation. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran that if you were to follow the akthar nas, most of mankind,
he was misguided.
It will lead you astray from the way of Allah.
Yeah.
If you follow most, which sounds like democracy, if you follow most of mankind, it will lead you astray or far off from the way of Allah Ta'ala. Yeah. So we should not, again, acquiesce, right? That's the word. So we should not do that. Yeah. We should work to please Allah Ta'ala. And when people are displeased with you, when you're trying to please Allah Ta'ala, that's it.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Everything else falls in line.
Well, I mean, you can't please everybody anyway. And you, like, Yamin was correct, because you don't want to, you can't please everybody. You have to, focus on the creator, not the creation, because the creation going to disappoint you anyway. Sooner or later, could be your best friend, your family, your kids. They're going to do it. It's expected. Sooner or later.
That person you leaned over and extended yourself to leaves you, and now you're off balance.
Yeah.
You're off balance now.
They do it all the time.
Like Wile E. Coyote running off the cliff.
Yeah. Right.
Hold the sign up.
Yeah. Right.
Wile E. Coyote.
They do it, and this is very true, man. So you don't want to put any individual on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Because again, we're talking about the self-respect. You gotta respect yourself, man. Work on yourself.
Now it's time for shaking my Muslim head.
Yes.
Shaking my Muslim head.
He works now. You saw I rebooted him? Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. This shaking my Muslim head is about our Muslim country, British form, but yet Muslim country of Kashmir and the atrocities. Take it over, Amoo.
This is very recent. This actually happened. This published in the Dawn newspaper, December 31st, actually, of 2020, where the title goes, what is going on in Kashmir? Families dispute Indian claims. Youth killed in an encounter where firefighters. So basically, they were claiming that this area has some terrorists. Yeah. They go and shoot one now, but actually they kill innocent, teenagers and children. Yeah. What caught my attention, subhanAllah, this thing going on, but many students are not going to talk about it. The Muslim Message is not going to talk about it because they're too busy talking about Rona and the 2021 celebration. But in the other sad thing, that this situation also reminded me of what's happening to our brothers and sisters in Palestine with the IDF, because they also shoot our young brothers, you know. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, aid them and make it easy for them. But this is a sad thing. These sort of situation, atrocities happen to the Muslim Ummah for like, I don't know, for almost, in my lifetime, for almost 40 years. And it still isn't a solution. We're too busy just putting that band-aid of just donation, and that's about it.
Or they'll sign a petition for whatever reason.
Which is useless.
Yeah.
Well, we have upcoming podcasts that's going to deal with these particular things in a general. We're going to cover everyone, not anything specifically. It's called Do Nation. Okay, DUE.
I like that.
Okay, versus Do Nation, DO Nation.
Yeah,
a nation that does.
Yeah.
Okay, versus donation. We're going to talk about what is the solution.
Yeah,
inshallah. So we'll have that coming up, inshallah, pretty soon. Seems like we cannot do enough of them because there are too many topics.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, so inshallah, like we'll provide some solution, like again, curing the kufr infected by injecting the Islamic perspective, our concepts. You may differ in concepts. We would like to pull you over to our side because we're talking about solution and not band-aids.
Yeah.
Talking about solution, not band-aids. It's the same with cancer and everything else in the capitalist society. We're talking about not just treating the symptoms, but actually curing the disease. We know what cures the disease.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of your shayuk don't know what cures the disease. Inshallah, tell them to watch our show.
Okay.
Shout out
again
to Brother Hamza, Bamaga Studios. Correct? Bamaga?
Yeah,
okay.
Bamaga
I got it
Studios.
correct, mashallah.
I subscribe, by the way.
And subscribe
to his YouTube channel. He has a beautiful
YouTube
voice.
Channel, Quran recitation,
Yes.
mashallah. Hey, look, before you go to bed, don't count sheep, count ayat.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, there is a new video I just uploaded. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad.
Yes,
100
yes,
times.
yeah.
You know, that's salawat 100 times
Yeah,
a day.
salawat on Nabi.
I saw that one actually. I actually prayed that before I went to sleep. Mashallah.
Alhamdulillah. That was awesome. That was awesome.
So like I said, listen to that.
Yeah.
You know, mashallah, brother has a very beautiful voice, Quranic recitation, and reminders, nasiha. Okay,
Yeah.
Muhammad said, "Ad-dinu nasiha." So if you want
Yep.
to strengthen your deen, be on your deen, you know, benefit your deen, go to Bamaga Studios YouTube channel. Alhamdulillah, this is his setup.
Yep.
None of this is mine.
Yes.
You know me, I'm from the hood. I got a hood camera,
And
hood
we're
microphone.
we're live from Houston.
Live from Houston, Texas. I didn't want to say that's the young break in my house.
Right.
Yeah, so now now you can go break in my house.
It's okay. It's life. We can handle it.
I don't have much stuff.
Yeah.
So they won't.
When I went there,
It's
you
a
won't even get
minimalist
anything.
lifestyle.
When I went there, I saw he had like a.
He has
I
a
don't want to
couch.
mention it. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah, you're not gonna take it. Say, hey, I'm so poor. If someone breaks in my house, they might leave stuff.
Yeah, they will give you. Hey,
Leave the stimulus. You walk in my house. Oh, this
they
is
must
terrible.
They must feel so sad. They'll give you more. Yeah.
It's very
Stimulus,
considerate.
get you 15 wives.
Allahu Akbar. All right,
Are
thank
you
you.
single, brother?
Yes, he's single, by the way.
El wife. This brother's single. El wife. I am tangled.
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 Translation:
I'm taken and single. I'm tangled.
write it down. Put it in the note. Tangled. We are tangled.
I am tangled.
Yeah.
Single, tangled.
Yeah.
My wife is going to be very angry with me.
We don't want
Don't
that.
worry. Just tell her. Yusufer said you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll just beta it up. Baby, please don't leave me. You are my word. You are my ard.
Ard.
You are my ard.
Translation:
Ard.
Ard.
We went over time.
Yeah, we did.
My checkout at the hotel is 12 o'clock.
We gotta hurry up, man,
I gotta get out of here.
because we gotta go do the
Yani.
paintball
El
stuff.
paintball?
paintball, yeah.
El paintball.
Yeah, we gotta do
El
some
paintball.
manly activities.
See, I'm used to shooting real guns.
Yeah. Now we're gonna test him.
The blinky,
I'm actually going for his
the blinky, the
knees.
steel, the iron.
Yeah.
You know, the
I
what's
think
the
he
other
was
word for it?
he was encouraging a laser tag, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
That wasn't you?
That's not me. That was you guys. You're the
No,
kids.
no, I told
I'm
him
like, this
not
is
to.
like so weak.
Okay, next podcast is laser beta.
Yeah.
El
Yeah.
paintball alpha.
Yeah. Well, actually, no.
I told my brother-in-law came with me, right?
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, when we go play paintball, I got this 3-shot technique.
Yeah.
I said, I don't need cover. I cover myself.
Yeah.
I go, tap, 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 tap,
Yep.
tap.
Plus, you know, in the paintball, you have for the kids and for the adult.
Okay.
I want to go with the adult.
Yeah.
That one hurts.
Yeah.
I might even take my shirt off.
Well, you don't
Just
have
go
to.
there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Buffy.
It's best
Yeah.
not to.
Buffy
I
nipples.
want to feel the
They're
pain.
gonna target your nipples.
That's how you. What do you call it?
Can't say that.
That's how you.
You gotta say nibble.
Oh,
Nibble.
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 We-
Because Facebook gonna probably cancel us.
Yeah.
Nibble. So you want to be strong, you gotta feel the pain, man. You gotta feel the pain.
I said you're gonna call your mom like, Mama, Sadiq was shooting at me, and say, baby, I don't understand what you mean. Mama, I'm telling you. I got the 3-shot technique. Bro.
Hey, we're gonna see this today. So anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share
like,
this.
Share it, even if you don't like it. Share it.
Yeah, still share. Yeah.
It's not hurting you.
Beneficial.
It's easy.
We're not hurting you.
I know. It's so easy. And don't forget, Wednesday
Wednesday
we'll be back. I have, mashallah.
recap.
I see
We
so
at?
many comments, even from the individuals who don't want to comment, but they did comment.
MashaAllah. I like when they don't want to comment, but they comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
I will protect you from
Strange.
Amoo Yusuf. I will
Yeah.
protect you.
I'm like, if you don't want to comment, just don't comment. Anyway, so the point is,
No,
alhamdulillah,
comment. Don't let him run this.
mashallah. So we actually love you for supporting us by commenting and sharing and liking and
We
not
love
liking.
you. We love you.
It's
If
all
you hate
good.
us, if you hate us, we love you.
Yeah. So
Because
yeah.
we are simps.
Yes. Oh, not me. You be
You
simple,
can't say
not me,
hope.
man.
You can't say hope.
No, I can say anything I want.
Yes, sir. Okay. Anyway, this has been Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam.